teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under control in victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Now please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, everybody, welcome into Definite Fiction here this beautiful June evening in the Midlands of South Carolina. No Jeff Rose, but AC Flora High School here at Falcon Field. And welcome in, of course, to Definite Fiction. It's the 215 battle. Put some music back on. Of course, monetization not allowed here. It's good to be back here. Hopefully a little less rusty than it was the last time I saw the gold team. But the red team, for everyone who is here, of course, hopefully knows and remembers me well enough to remember it was a fun time yesterday when the red AAA team took down Dutch Fork's AAA team 8-6 after a wild game with a couple of fielding blunders from either side, base running blunders galore, and all the above. But we're here tonight, hopefully, for another good one between the 215's red and gold teams. The red team is 3-3 on the season after picking up their win against Dutch Fork. The gold team is actually 1-2. I thought they were going to be 2-2, but they did not call the game. Instead, against Hopkins, they are delayed in the top of the fifth. Burt Muller at the plate when they got rained out, so they're going to finish that game tomorrow and then play their scheduled game. This is game 3 of 4 for me this week, as saw the senior team Monday, red yesterday, seeing red gold today, and then senior team tomorrow. For those listening, I'm sure everyone cares. I'm going to give updates about the senior team who is on the road against Lexington Post 7. We're going to be having some fun there, hoping the senior team can get over 500 for the first time this season. But all right, I know y'all are here for this game, so let's roll through starting lineups. Let's go over the visiting red team. Leading it off, it's the center fielder, Rick Scott. Batting second, the third baseman, Brennan Fudger. Batting third, the shortstop, Luke Locker. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Cam Hagans. Fifth, the DH, Mac Huey. Sixth, the left fielder, Campbell Conley. Seventh, the right fielder, Colton Cowley. Batting eighth, the catcher, Jack Long. And ninth, the second baseman, Ben Clary. Being DH for is the pitcher, Wilkins Johnson. And let's rock and roll quickly through the starting lineups around the diamond from left to right. In the outfield, Jonathan Eckert, Roland Boyd in center, Andrew Kirby in right. Let's go around the diamond. Jackson Williams at third, Luke Smoke, short, Asher Robinson second, Tucker Harwell first, Cedric O'Neill behind the dish, and his battery is Jacob Smoke. I'll go over those one more time when we get going, but should be a good one here this evening. Let's have some fun. AAA red versus AAA gold right here at Falcon Field. Leading it off, the left-hander on the bump, Jacob Smoke versus the right-handed Rick Scott. First pitch to him is a fastball wide, and we are underway. Don't mind me and Jeff doing some quick last-minute adjustments, making sure we're all good. Seems like we are with the alignment. He thought, I believe he thought gold was away. His next pitch, fastball low, ball 2. Either way, count 2-0 here to get us going against Rick Scott versus the southpaw rising senior, Jacob Smoke. The 2-0. Fastball catches the dirt, ball 3. Quickly falling behind 3-0 is Smoke, who's making his second appearance of the summer, second start as well. Pitched 2 2/3, 3 earned runs against Blythewood. He unfortunately grabbed the loss. Riggs had a great game on the bump yesterday for the 2-1-5's red team. Pitched 5 2/3, got the win. Well, technically didn't get the win. It's the 3-0. Comes home. It's a fastball called. Strike one in the zone. Riggs probably should have got the win, but with just how everything worked out in that sense, he just got a no decision. 5 2/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run. 3-1 from the southpaw. That one's hard on the ground to the shortstop. On a hop is Smoke. He throws it across the diamond. Good play. 1 away. Not an easy play for Luke Smoke. Had that ball chopped to him and had to wait back on it with the speedy Riggs Scott. He was able to make a good throw across the diamond for out number 1. All right, here we go. Brendan Fudger back up. Now the batting second this evening. Playing third base. Went 0 for 3 yesterday in the game against Dutch Fork. He's looking to grab his second hit of the summer against Jacob Smoke. He'll step into the right-handed box. The first pitch from the southpaw. Fastball call. Strike one on the outside edge. Fudger, who threw 3 straight balls to begin the game, now has thrown 3 straight strikes. It's 0-1. He'll wheel and deal. Fastball called. Strike 2 on the outside edge. Fudger behind 0-2. 1 gone opening frame. Smoke kicks and deals out of the stretch. The pitch. Fastball misses wide. Ball 1. Not by much, though. Trying to keep my levels a little bit normal-ish, but of course peaks will come when they go. The 1-2. Fastball called. Strike 3 on the outside edge. Smoke paints the corner. There's now 2 away.
The shortstop, number 10, Luke Locker.
The first strikeout of the evening for Smoke. He had only 1 against Blythewood, so his second strikeout on the summer. Now it's the shortstop, Luke Lockard, batting in the 3-hole, batting in the left-handed batter's box. The southpaw deals. The first pitch is a fastball called. Strike 1 on the inside edge. Seems like Smoke so far is living on that right side of the plate if you're looking at it on stream. Left side to him. The 0-1. Fastball's chopped over to the second baseman, excuse me. Robinson, who gets a high hopper. That one goes into center field. We'll have to see the official ruling on that one. It took a wicked bounce that went over the head of Robinson. We'll wait on there, but a 2-out base runner aboard for the 2-1-5's red team as it stands.
The first baseman, number 12, Cam Higgins.
Well, it'll be the first baseman, Cam Higgins, who pronounced all right yesterday. Higgins had a great day for the red team yesterday at the dish. If I can find it, there you go. 2 for 4 with an RBI, and on the bump, earned the save. The right-hander watches the fastball stay, I believe, in the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Southpaw deals to the righty. The 0-1. Fastball call. Strike 2 on the outside edge. Higgins falls behind. Runner on first, 2 away, opening frame. 0-2 count. Smoke trying to get out of a 2-out base runner. Runner goes. The pitch. Swung on and missed. A curveball in the dirt. O'Neal can't grab it on the hop, so he throws over to first, and that will retire the side. Well, a strikeout swinging in the dirt, and a nice throw down from first to Cedric O'Neal. Finishes out the inning. The 2-out base runner does not come to pass, and the red team will go into the field. The gold team will come up to bat for the first time this evening. right, as Wilkins Johnson warms up, we're going to run through both lineups one more time here since we did it really quickly. We'll go from left to right across the outfield. Conley in left, Scott in center, Cowley in right, Fudger playing third, Lockhart short, Clary second, Hagens at first, long behind the dish, Wilkins Johnson on the hill. And through the Golds lineup, it's Williams leading off, Robinson second, O'Neill third, Smoke, Jacob Smoke fourth, Kirby fifth, Harwell sixth, Eckert seventh, Smoke eighth, Luke Smoke and Roland Boyd batting ninth. All right, fun time is over. Let's get to the baseball. The right-handed Wilkins Johnson versus the right-handed Jackson Williams. Playing third. The first pitch is a fastball away, ball one. So last time I saw the Gold team, the only time I saw the Gold team, Jackson Williams put on a show in that leadoff spot for them. This was against, of course, the other team, red versus gold, is the 1-0 from Johnson. Changeup misses upstairs, 1-1. Or 2-0, excuse me. Williams went 3 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. It was a Game 1 domination victory between these two squads that went in favor of the gold team in run rule fashion. The 2-0 from Johnson is popped foul right behind home plate and will get out of play. The gold team technically 1-2 on the season. Of course, that was their one win. However, they will finish the game against Hopkins tomorrow as they go to their place, or I guess at Ben Lippen. The 2-1 fastball's up and in, ball three. Of course, here tomorrow for you right here on Definite Fiction. The senior team will be playing Lexington Post 7 in their final game of 3. And then me and Jeff will be off for a week after our vacations. The 3-1 from Johnson. Called strike 2. Breaking ball hits the outside part of the plate in this right-handed showdown. Full count in the first batter of the bottom of the first here at Falcon Field. Johnson kicks and deals. The payoff is popped foul from Williams, and we'll do it one more time. Well, Jackson Williams so far this summer, 5 for 13, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles. He's a rising junior for Spring Valley who dazzled on their varsity team last year, or I guess this past spring rather. 325 average, 12 RBIs, 6 doubles. Johnson looking to retire him here, the 3-2. Breaking ball misses. No, called strike 3, but it goes to the backstop. Williams gets a late break. The throw to first is not in time, offline. So called strike 3 after the curveball was low. Williams gets to first. So leadoff base runner aboard. He's confused. He thought it was ball 4, but instead it was called strike 3. It was a called third strike, and Wilkins Johnson will get credited for the strikeout. However, the leadoff base runner aboard now for Asher Robinson. He'll dig into the left-handed box. Third baseman Fudger coming in on the infield grass. Middle infield playing back. The right-hander deals. The first pitch is a fastball, shot foul the other way. It'll be 0-1. It's my first time seeing Robinson, the rising junior from Ridgeview. 2 for 7 on the summer, 1 RBI. He gets the start tonight at second. Williams with 1 stolen bag already on the summer. Gets a pretty hefty lead, doesn't go. The 0-1, called strike 2, changeup on the outside edge against the lefty. It's 0-2. Well, on the bump, Johnson, playing for AC Flora's JV team this past year, gave up 2 earned runs over 5 in an inning, or a third. Getting his 3rd appearance so far this summer in game number 7 for them. The 0-2 is a fastball that hits Robinson on the thigh. Took it like a champ, and he'll go down to first. First 2 runners aboard in the unconventional way. A drop third strike and a hit by pitch.
Now batting the catcher, number 31, Cedric O'Neill.
So leadoff 2 runners are aboard here in this AAA showdown between the red and the gold team. Their second game of the summer, and now there's some action that could be happening. It's Cedric O'Neill, the catcher, that could really cement this gold dominance early. Right on right. Wilkins Johnson comes home. The fastball's wide, ball 1. O'Neill showed bunt, so both corners crashed. He did pull it back. It's 1-0. Wind coming in from left center field. Not too hard, too much yet. Johnson out of the stretch, gives a look back at second, comes home. The 1-0 looks like a 2-seamer, stays up around the letters, ball 2. So Johnson getting his second start. He's 0 for 1, but has a save in his other appearance. Give up 3 earned runs over 4 innings and a third of an inning pitched. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Count is 2-0. Johnson fires. Fastball is called. Strike 1 on the outside edge. Umpire early has favored the right side of that plate. In game 1 between these two teams, O'Neill 0 for 3, 1 walk. Looking to deliver early. Runners at first and second. Nobody gone. Bottom of the first. He shows a bunt again and pumps that right in the air. It's right behind home plate and Long just can't grab it. It'll fall helplessly to the grass. Count moves to 2-2. That was popped right behind home plate. O'Neill couldn't get the bunt down in front, but it does not result in an out, so it stayed 2-2. O'Neill, one of the rising seniors for Ridgeview. This team for the gold, heavily Spring Valley Ridgeview. The other side is Dreer Flora. Corners in, still not respecting maybe the hit from O'Neill as the 2-2 fastball comes in high, ball 3. Not more respecting rather, but they're more expecting maybe still a 2-strike bunt, even though that seems very unlikely. Corners in, middle infield back. The payoff from Johnson. Breaking ball hits O'Neill in the helmet. Looks like it got away from Johnson. O'Neill's all right. Back-to-back hit batters will load the bases up with nobody gone in the bottom of the first.
The pitcher, number 1.
Well, now Jacob Smoke could really help himself out. Bases juiced, nobody gone. A strikeout drop third strike that got Williams to first. He's now at third after back-to-back hit batters. Robinson and O'Neill take first and second. And now it's the rising senior from Spring Valley, Jacob Smoke. Before we get there, though, courtesy runner coming in for the gold team. That is number 40, R.J. Hughes.
Running at first base, number 40, R.J. Hughes.
Hughes is the courtesy runner for the catcher, O'Neill. No harm, no foul. So Hughes at first, Robinson's in second, Williams third. The first pitch in this right-handed showdown is a fastball called. Strike 1 on the outside edge. Smoke 3 RBIs already this summer, looking for some more. He's got the bases juiced in a prime position to put some runners on here. The second pitch, 0-1, fastball's wide, ball 2. You know, I'm more well rested than I was yesterday, but it seems like I'm having trouble finding my words early in this game rather than the opposite happening yesterday where I was tired and struggled late. Fun times. The 1-1. Changeup is chopped to the left side, foul out of play. It'll be 1-2. Quick shout to Mr. Harrelson for helping me out. Of course, Jeff put my Venmo up late in the season, and Russell Harrelson, I guess, did not forget it. Thank you again. Of course, I'll be calling his son tomorrow night. The 1-2 from Johnson. Breaking ball, just missed inside. That one broke late, and Smoke almost leaned out of the way, and instead it just misses. It's 2-2, still nobody gone, bases juiced, bottom 1. Johnson delivers the pitch. Swung through and missed. A slider that breaks into the left-handed box. A big out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 9, Andrew Kirby.
Only the 4th time Smoke has struck out this summer, and now the left-handed right fielder Andrew Kirby will dig in. Bases juiced, only 1 gone. Still a chance for some damage. The right-hander kicks and deals the first pitch. Slided that low that gets away from Long. No, I guess it hit Kirby, so it does not matter. It was a late call from the home plate umpire, so runner will come home off the 3rd hit batter of the inning. It's 1-0 Gold. It was a late call from the home plate umpire. It looked like it may have just hit off the glove of Long, but instead it does hit Kirby. So he'll take first without a hassle. He'll stay there. Hughes at second. Robinson at third now for Tucker Harwell. Harwell has actually played a game for the senior team, got called up. He is 1 for 6 this season for the gold team. Another lefty against the right-hander on the hill. The first pitch from Johnson is a fastball away, ball 1. This is the first time the gold team is seeing Wilkins Johnson in game 1 They got dealt with Riggs, Scott, Higgins, and I believe Cole Clary. The 1-0 fastball is called. Strike one right down Broadway. Count 1-1, 1 gone. Bottom of the first. 1-0 lead for the Gold team after a hit by pitch brought a runner home from third. Chance to add on for the Gold team as well. The 1-1 to Harwell. Harwell cuts and misses on an upstairs heater. It's 1-2. Harwell has an RBI so far this summer. The southpaw looking to deliver. The right side of the infield's wide open as the first baseman Higgins playing really close to the bag. Second baseman up the middle. The 1-2. Fastball up and in. Ball 2. Of course, the second baseman is Riggs, Scott. Him and the shortstop, or excuse me, Blaine Clary. Apologies, Riggs is in center. Clary's playing up the middle a second. So is Lockhart, the shortstop. However, the third baseman Fudger's playing a little farther over than Higgins. The 2-2. Off speed, that's grounded over to the first baseman. On the backhand from Higgins, the first baseman has to step on the bag. It's an RBI ground out that brings home Robinson from third. Hughes goes to third, Kirby goes to second. There's 2 away, 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5's Gold team.
The left fielder, number 24, Jonathan Eckert.
I think Coach Barlett's saying to Higgins, maybe throw that home next time, see if they can get the lead runner. Instead, gets now the second out of the inning. So 2 gone, runners at second and third. 2-0 lead for the Gold team. Eckert steps into the right-handed box and watches a first pitch fastball catch the outside part of the plate. 0-1. Eckert calling time. It is granted. The rising junior for Ben Lippen is 0 for 4 so far this summer, but does have an RBI. 2-0 lead already for the Gold team. Johnson trying to get out of trouble yet again. The 0-1. Fastball that's lined to Higgins. The glove by the first baseman is good. He snares it out of midair and retires the side, limiting the damage to only 2. Higgins is putting on a show at first. 2 runners come home for the Gold team. 2-0 lead as we go to the second right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. Top 2 incoming between a AAA battle in the Richland 2-1-5 Legion program. The red team trailing the Gold team 2-0, but come up with 5, 6, and 7 here in the top of the second. Leading it off, it's Mac Huey DHing today for the red team. Came in and made some nice fielding plays to end the game yesterday at Dutch Fork. The right-handed Jacob Smoke back on the rubber. The first pitch fastball is low, ball 1. Left-hander at the box, right-hander on the hill. Wind coming in from center, the 1-0. That one's lined the other way, just fouled on the left field line. Count is 1-1 now. Nobody gone top 2 here for Mac Huey, who is looking for his first hit as he's walked twice and been hit by a pitch so far this summer. 0 for 0 on the score sheet. The 1-1. That breaking ball is checked half around. Strike 2 called, even though looked like Huey couldn't hold back the swing. It's Huey, Conley, Cowley due up this inning. Southpaw v. Southpaw. Smoke kicks and deals the 1-2, finds the dirt. It'll be 2-2. That was a heater off the left hand of Smoke. The southpaw nods, kicks, and deals the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, low in the zone, freezing Huey. There's one away. Smoke's third strikeout through his first now 5 batters. It'll be Campbell Conley up. 1 gone, nobody on. He'll dig into the left-handed box. Another left-on-left matchup here in the second. Smoke wheels and deals the first pitch. Fastball low and away, ball 1. The 1-0. Swung through and missed. A low heater for strike 1. Count moves to 1-1. Well, Conley came into the game yesterday as a pitch hitter and recorded a hit for him on the season. Before we get there, though, Smoke kicks and deals 1-1. Fastball misses a little wide, ball 2. So Conley now moves to 2 for 6 on the season. He's walked 3 times and struck out 3 times. All things balanced. Smoke comes home to 2-1. Fastball high, ball 3. Path to first opens up here for Conley. It'll bring Colton Cowley up behind him, and if it gets that far, Jack Long awaits in the hole. The 3-1 on the way. Fastball that runs inside and hits Conley. Doesn't get credit with the walk. He'll get recorded a hit by pitch and trot to first. So the 1-out base runner is aboard now for Colton Cowley. Colton the rising junior here for the Blue Devils of Dreer. Of course, they broke up my trio, Hagens, Lockhart, and Cowley, with Huey and Conley. Now Cowley will bat here in the 7-hole tonight for the 215's red team. So Cowling, excuse me, I've been saying it wrong. I don't know why they wrote it wrong. Maybe on the score sheet. Oh well. Southpaw versus righty, first pitch called, strike 1, fastball on the inside part of the plate. Cowling 2 for 6 this summer, RBI as well to go with it. Runner on first, 1 gone, top 2. Gold up 2-0. Smoke kicks and deals. The 0-1 is called, strike 2. Fastball catches the bottom outside part of the zone. Quickly 0-2 to Cowling. Conley at first, a very small lead. The 0-2 on the way. Called, strike 3. Heater barrage gets Cowling on the outside edge, and now there's 2 away. Now it moves over to the rising junior, Jack Long, for AC Flora. Long sheds the shin protectors and will walk up to the dish. Long coming off of a 1-for-2 performance against Dutch Fork yesterday with a strikeout and a walk. He'll now step into the right-handed box against the southpaw after Smoke has retired 4 of his 7 batters via the punch-out. See how this one fares. The first pitch is a fastball called, strike 1 on the outside edge. Smoke kicks and deals the 0-1. Change-up misses upstairs, ball 1, count moves to 1-1. Long didn't play in the first game between these two teams. He's now getting the start behind the dish in game number 2. Count 1-1, 2 gone, top 2, 2-0 lead for the gold team. Smoke fires. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. If it gets that far, Ben Clary, the 9-hole, awaits on deck, and then lineup will turn over to Riggs Scott. Smoke will wheel and deal the 2-1. It's a heater blown right by Long, right down Broadway. Count moves to 2-2. 2-2 count, 2 gone. We'll see what Smoke does. He's used that fastball very effectively through his first time through the order. We'll see if he tries to use it here against Long. Late drop there from Cowling, and now there's a pick, or Conley, excuse me, now there's a run down between first and second after Smoke dug it out. Conley still fighting between first and second. Pickle between the bag. The run down back to first is in time. They tag him out. Him trying to slide back to first. So Long will not get a 2-2 pitch. Instead, it's out number 3 on the base pass. Will retire the side. So 4 punch outs for Smoke in the first 2 innings. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 lead for the Gold team when we return. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. Bottom of the second incoming here at Falcon Field. A 2-0 lead for the Gold team, and they'll come up to bat with the bottom then the top of the order. 8-9-1 due up in this bottom of the second. Currently the senior team on the road here tonight as we're watching the 215 AAA teams in action. Lexington Post 7 up 2-0. As it looks like Dalton Taylor going against Sam McCutcheon. First pitch from the left, from the right-hander. Misses wide, ball 1, but a bluff bunt, excuse me, so Smoke, as I'm trying to catch my breath, called strike 1 on the outside edge. The right-hander kicks and deals against the southpaw. The 0-1 was grounded over to the second baseman. Clary waits back on it. The strong throw to first is just in time. Got Smoked by half a step. There's one away. It is Johnson back on the hill. First out of the innings. A ground out to the second baseman after a ball that was well placed by Smoke. Just couldn't get by the second baseman. And now there's one away for the 9-hole hitter, Roland Boyd. Boyd waiting to get in the box as the right-hander Johnson has not moved on the hill. Now he steps in. Johnson doesn't immediately go to him. Now he will. The first pitch. Fastball misses wide, ball 1. Not too much of a wind here this evening as the 1-0 on the way. The breaking ball stays behind the right-handed Boyd. It's going to be 2-0. However, the sun is starting to descend over the right field wall, meaning a lot of the outfield is engulfed by shadows here at Falcon Field. One of my favorite scenic views from behind home plate. The 2-0. Fastball wide, ball 3. Quickly 3-0 over Roland Boyd, the 9-hole hitter. Boyd 2 for 4 on the summer, 1 RBI. A rising senior for Cardinal Newman. Looking for a 1-out hit. The 3-0. Breaking ball called, strike 1, right across the heart of the zone. Johnson gets back in the AB. Johnson, who's starting his second inning of work, he had 2 punch-outs back in the opening frame. However, one was a drop third strike. The unfortunate part for him is he hit 3 batters. The 3-1. Breaking ball is swung through and missed. No, you're going to say Boyd just got a piece to stay alive. It hit off the glove of Long, so it'll be a 3-2 count, one gone. Bottom of the second, 2-0 lead for the Gold team. With the 9-hole hitter Roland Boyd up after him, lineup turns over to Jackson Williams. The payoff on the way. That one's flown to the right field side. Cowling coming on, long run toward the line, and it will drop down into the right field corner for extra bases. Boyd on his horse going to second. He will stand in with a one-out double. It's the first hit for the Gold team this evening. It's a double down the right field line. And now there's a runner in scoring position for the leadoff man, Jackson Williams.
Batting the third baseman, number 4, Jackson Williams.
Well, Williams led off this game with a run scored. However, the way he got on base was a little bizarre. Dropped third straight that went to the backstop that Williams reached on. Right on right. Top of the order. Here we go. One gone. Bottom 2. Pick off back to second. Not in time. Nice job from Boyd to slide back in. So far, Roland has not attempted a stolen bag this summer. He had 4 for Cardinal Newman this past spring. Williams, who had 2 doubles in game number 1 between these two teams, steps in his second time against Johnson. The right-hander fires. The first pitch is popped straight in the air on the left side and foul ground. The third baseman Fudger gives chase, but he watches it hit the forestry here in Forest Acres. Yesterday, Williams was 1 for 3 before the game was delayed, an RBI and a walk. So far, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a run scored. Baseball. The 0-1. That one's on the ground to the left side. The third baseman Fudger makes a nice grab, but he bobbles it. The throw into first is on a hop and not grabbed by Higgins. Goes all the way behind him, which allows Boyd to go to third. Now having trouble with its right field. Boyd comes around from third and will score the first run here in the second inning. Well, first of all, nice glove from Fudger, but he got a weak throw after a bobble, which then made it off target. Higgins couldn't grab it. It goes all the way into right field. Boyd comes around from third to score the first run of the bottom of the second. Now it's a 3-0 lead for the Gold team. Runner on first, 1 out. A lot of talking there for me, but it does end with a run. First pitch to the left-handed Robinson's a fastball that's called strike 1 in the inside part of the zone. So it is an error on Fudger, and that's how Williams reaches. So technically he's 0 for 2 with reaching first both times. You don't see that too often. The right-hander deals the 0-1. Fastball runs in tight against Robinson. 1-1. Robinson was hit by a pitch his last go-around. It was on an 0-2 count, not something Wilkins Johnson wanted to have happen. We'll see if this one goes any better. The right-hander awaits, now fires. Williams takes off. The pitch is a fastball inside for ball 2. The throw into second, way offline, almost goes into center field. Nice job from Clary to back it up, but it is a stolen bag for Williams. That is Williams' second stolen bag of the summer. Moves into scoring position now. Count is 2-1, 1 gone. Bottom of the second. Gold lead at 3-0 against the 2-1-5 AAA Red. Last year, this series was dominated by the red team. A lot of that turned out to be AC Flora's varsity team this past season. So far, it's been all Gold this season. Looks like there's called time behind the dish. It's the catcher, Jack Long, trying to fix, I believe, his mask. I'm not sure what happened, but does not seem to be going too well. And now Logs have to go back to the dugout and fix his mask. We'll take a quick break here on Definite Fiction. Don't go anywhere. right after a quick break, we are back. Long got his equipment fixed. Count 2-1, one gone, bottom second. Runner on second, Johnson fires to Robinson. Fastball upstairs, ball 3. Count moves to 3-1 now. First base is open for Robinson, but it'll bring up the heart of the order as Cedric O'Neill awaits on deck. Johnson kicks and deals the 3-1. Is lined in the right field, coming on is Cowling, but it will drop for a base knock. Quickly gets it in, and a strong throw home as they send the runner from second. The throw into home is not in time. Long couldn't tag him out. Nice slide there from Williams to get around the tag. It was a aggressive send. However, it does work out. RBI single for Robinson. Now 4-0 Gold.
Now batting the catcher, number 31, Cedric O'Neill.
Cowling made a great throw home. I just don't think anyone was expecting the send of Williams. He was able to slide in safely with the second run of the inning. Second hit of the inning makes it 4-0 Gold. And now the heart of the order, right-handed Cedric O'Neill up. The right-hander fires home the fastball call. Strike one on the outside edge. 0-1. Been just a weird inning here at Falcon Field. Robinson singled to right. And, of course, Boyd doubled to right field. The 0-1 is on the ground to the shortstop blocker. He waits back on it. On to second for one. To flip to first is not in time. Good hustle from O'Neill out of the box. Keeps the inning alive for the Gold team. He'll trade places with Robinson, and now there's 2 away.
Running at first base, number 40, R.J. Hughes.
So Hughes again will be the courtesy runner here for the catcher O'Neill. Now it turns over to Jacob Smoke, who struck out swinging his first go-around. O'Neill reaches on a hit by pitch in the first, and now a fielder's choice here in the second. Smoke, one of the 2 strikeout victims Johnson has acquired so far this game. Right on right, 2 away, bottom 2. We'll see what Johnson's got for him. The first pitch on the way from the right-hander is a fastball, and it's called strike one on the outside edge. Smoke, the rising senior from Spring Valley, had a homer this past season for the Vikings on their varsity team, 12 RBIs. On the hill, which is where he's getting the start here this evening. He had 11 appearances, 6 of them being starts this past season for the Vikings. Pickoff back to first, diving back in is Cedric O'Neill. Of course, his brother Jacob, a little sick tonight, so maybe he's watching from home. We'll see if Cedric does try to attempt to steal second with 2 away. He does have a stolen bag on the summer. The 0-1 on the way. Runner goes. That's a hit and run. Shot out to deep right field. Cowling retreats back. Gets turned around, and that one bounced the wall all the way in right field. O'Neill was taking off, or excuse me, Hughes was taking off, so he'll come around third and score. Now the 3rd run of the inning. An RBI double for Smoke, and it's now a 5-0 lead. So R.J. Hughes, who was courtesy running for O'Neill, he had 2 stolen bags, didn't need one there. The hit and run works to perfection. RBI double to the right field wall, and it's now a 5-0 lead for Gold. So another courtesy runner this time for the pitcher. That is number 23, Devin Dixon. So Dixon on second, 2 away now for the left-handed Andrew Kirby. He was hit by a pitch his first go-around. The right-hander deals. First pitch is fouled off the hands of Kirby into the backstop. 0-1. What a wild game again. That one just blasted out to right field. One hopping the wall from Smoke. Now Johnson kicks and deals the 0-1. Change up in the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Kirby couldn't hold back. It's 0-2. Johnson 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. 0-2. Swung on in, missed. Heater blows it right by Kirby to retire the side. However, the Gold team strike yet again. 3 runs in the bottom of the second make it a 5-0 lead for the Gold over the Red. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction. Don't go anywhere. All right, and welcome back here on Definite Fiction. Alex Ross with you as we're set to begin the top of the third, and so far it's been all 2-1-5 gold. 5-0 on the scoreboard as the red team will come up to bat here in the top of the third. They'll bring up 8, 9, and 1, Long, Clary, and Scott. Well, Jack Long was at the plate when Campbell Conley got picked off of first. So right on left, the southpaw Smoke comes back up for the third inning. First pitch, fastball's called. Strike one on the outside edge, picking up right where he left off with the heater. Smoke so far, 4 Ks through his first 2 innings. He'll deliver the 0-1. Fastball misses a touch away. 1-1 we go. Smoke will wind and deal the 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. Filth. It's 1-2. The southpaw winds and deals the 1-2. Got him looking. Strike 3. Curveball on the low inside part of the zone. There's 1 away. That is now the 5th strikeout from Jacob Smoke so far here in this ball game. 4 of them have been looking. So now Ben Clary comes up, the left-handed second baseman. Nobody on, 1 gone here in the top of the third. Southpaw v. Southpaw. Smoke will fire and blows a fastball right by Clary. It's 0-1. Ben Clary came in, got a hit yesterday as a pitch hitter. Came in late in the game against Dutch Fork when the 2-1-5's red team needed some extra oomph toward the end of that game after surrendering their lead. They got it and won the game. The 0-1. Fastball high and inside. Clary leans back. 1-1 we go. Smoke winds and deals the 1-1. Fastball in tight, ball 2. Well, Clary, 1 of 3 triplets. His brother Cole is on the team. The other one is nursing an injury, but Ben Rising Jr. at Ben Lippen, 1 for 7 so far in the summer. The 2-1. Curveball called, ball 3. That one guess missed a tad inside. It'll be 3-1. It was a very good breaking ball from Smoke that just missed. He's in danger of walking his first batter this evening. Smoke winds and deals. The 3-1 is swung through a low heater. Now 3-2. It may have been a changeup. Either way, full count incoming to the 9-hole Clary. After him, it's Rick Scott, the leadoff man. The payoff from Smoke. Breaking ball misses low. Good eye from Clary. He draws the full count walk and puts a 1-out base runner aboard for the 2nd straight inning. That is the 3rd walk of the summer for Clary. He sets the table now for Riggs Scott, the leadoff man. Of course, Riggs a stellar day on the hill yesterday. He is now 7 for 18 at the plate this summer. Looking to continue that hot streak here. Steps into the right-handed box to face Smoke for the 2nd time tonight. First pitch on the way from the southpaw is grounded right back up the middle off of Smoke's glove. He retrieves it, fires to first, a low throw that's dug out by Harwell. Clary gets the 2nd, but there's 2 away. Smoke, after a hit off his glove, made a nice play on the hill, went to his right, was able to make a strong throw to Harwell, and even though it was on a hop, the first baseman gets it and picks it. There's now a 2 away, runner in scoring position for the first time this evening. It's Brennan Fudger at the dish.
Baseman number 9, Brennan Fudger.
Well, it's right on left. The right-handed Brennan Fudger coming up for the 2nd time tonight. He struck out looking his first go-around. Long pause as now Fudger finally steps into the right-handed box. Smoke comes to the set. Looks back at second, breaks and comes home. The first pitch is flown out to right field, but it will tail foul in a hurry and get out of play. 0-1. Smoke will fire the 0-1. The curveball slotted in there beautifully on the outside edge. 0-2. Smoke has used that fastball very effectively and then mixes it up with the curveball. Gets a lot of watches. Before we go to the 0-2, though, he'll look back. Ben Clary at second, who stands back in. Of course, I got to say the first name, not to get mixed up with Cole, who's in the dugout so far this game. Imagine, though, he may make a late appearance. The 0-2. Curveball did not get him looking. Everyone was going off the field, but instead it is ball one, I guess outside. Tells you how good Smoke thought that pitch was. He was almost at the third base line before he had to go back to the hill. So 1-2 the count, 2 gone, top 3. Goal leading at 5-0, trying to get out of the top. The 1-2, that one's lined over to the second baseman, waits back on the hop as Robinson cleanly fields it and throws to first, side retired. So the 1-out walk does not come to pass. They strand a runner on second, and now the Gold team will come up to bat with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the third. We come back here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Forest Acres, South Carolina. We're in the bottom of the third, and the 215's Gold team commanding up 5-0 against the 215's Red team. Quickly around the league, aka our senior team, they are trailing 4-1 against Lexington Post 7 in the bottom of the third. Well, the right-handed Wilkins Johnson comes back to the hill. He'll get 6, 7, and 8. Harwell, Eckert, and Smoke here in the bottom of the third. The right-hander fires to the southpaw Harwell. It's high and away, ball one. Well, Harwell up for the second time this game. He grounded out to the first baseman, Cam Hagans, where he recorded an RBI. The 0-1 is popped to the left side, out of play into the forestry. It'll be 1-1 here with nobody gone, bottom of the third. So far, Johnson has allowed 5 runs. Only 1 of them have been earned. As the right-hander deals the 1-1, change-up call, strike 2 on the outside edge. He's punched out 3 batters and walked 0 so far, the right-hander on the hill. The 1-2. Breaking ball hits the dirt. Good eye there from Harwell. Moves to 2-2. Harwell did not play in game 1 between these two teams. Yesterday he was 0 for 1 with an RBI before the game got delayed in the top of the 5th. The 2-2. Fastball crowds Harwell inside. It'll be a 3-2 count here to the leadoff man in the bottom of the 3rd for the 2-1-5's Gold team. Of course, tomorrow will be the last game of 4 straight here on Definite Fiction this week. Me and Jeff will be here for the senior game against Lexington. Then we'll have a week off break. Jeff will be down in Garden City. I'll be up in Chicago. The payoff from Johnston is grounded over to the shortstop. Lockard makes the play, fires to first. It's good for out number 1. So there's one away for the left fielder, Jonathan Eckert. Eckert lined out to the first baseman, Hagens, off a nice glove play from Hagens. Eckert was smelling 2 RBI double down the right field line. Instead, it was out number 3. Right on right, first pitch with 1 away. Changeup runs in tight, ball 1. Eckert, the rising junior from Ben Lippen, looking for his first hit this summer, the 1-0. Fastball misses wide, ball 2. 5-0 lead for the Gold team here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 away, nobody on, 2-0 count here in this right-handed showdown. Johnson breathes and comes home, the 2-0. That one's lined in the right field, coming on is Cowling, and he just can't catch it. It's off his glove, going towards the right field corner. Eckert on his horse, he will take second, even with a strong throw. The 1-out base runner is aboard. That will be an error on the right fielder. And now there's a runner on second with 1 gone here for Luke Smoke. Luke, the rising freshman for Spring Valley, 3 for 12 so far this summer, 4 RBIs. He grounded out to the second baseman, Clary, to begin the segment. Before we get to this battle, Long will go out and talk to Johnson, the catcher, making this his first mound visit. And it looks like maybe only 2 words were exchanged. You know, this is an easy part of the day here to field at Falcon Field. Sun's going down, so shadows engulfing the field, making that ball hard to see out there in the outfield. Right on left, the right-hander deals. The first pitch is grounded over up the middle to the shortstop, Lockard. Runner takes off from second, so the only play is at first, and it is made from Lockard. Eckert goes to third. There's 2 away. It's a great heads-up play by the runner Eckert from second. He went on contact, and Lockard just took the safe out at first, retiring Smoke for the second time. And now Roland Boyd comes up. 2 gone, runner at third. 5-0 lead for the Gold team here in the bottom of the 3rd. Right on right, first pitch from Johnson. Fastball called, strike 1 on the outside edge, 0-1. Boyd doubled down the right field line back an inning ago. Got the Gold team going, scored the first of 3 runs that inning. The 0-1. Fastball misses outside. It's 1-1. Boyd now 3 for 5 this summer. That was his first double so far for the Gold team. We've only now played 3.5, 4 games-ish. The 1-1 fastball's wide, gets away from Long, and that will allow Eckert to come home and score the 6th run of the game for the Gold team. That will be a wild pitch, and Eckert scores to continue the run scored in every inning trend the Gold team has. 6-0 lead, bases cleared, 2-1 count, 2 gone for Roland Boyd. The 2-1. Fastball called, strike 2 on the outside edge, it's 2s. Johnson shaking off the pitch, now will come set. He'll wheel and deal, 2-2. Breaking ball, that one's lined over the third baseman, Fudger into left field. Conley will come and retrieve it, taking the hard turn. Boyd is from first, he's trying for 2. The throw is not made. A hustle double for Roland Boyd down the left field line, and it's a 2-out double at that.
The third baseman, number 4, Jackson Williams.
So the second double of the day for Roland Boyd puts a 2-out runner in scoring position here for the top of the order. It's Jackson Williams, who has reached twice here tonight. However, very unconventional. Drop third strike and an error. So he's 0 for 2 technically with a strikeout. Right on right, first pitch is inside and off the hands of Williams, popped into the air to the left side and foul grounds. Fudger, the third baseman, goes over and gloves it out of midair to retire the side. So the 2-out double does not come to pass, but a wild pitch does. It scores Eckert and makes it a 6-0 lead for the Gold Team. We'll go to the fourth right here on Definite Fiction. It's the top of the fourth here at Falcon Field. The Gold Team leading the Red Team 6-0 so far through 3. Jacob Smoke, who's been brilliant on the hill, comes back for some more fun. He gets the heart of the order. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Red Team. It's Lockhart, Higgins, and Huey. So leading it off, the left-handed shortstop, Luke Lockhart. Lockhart, the rising junior from Dreer, 4 for 17, or excuse me, 5 for 17 now after it was officially ruled a hit for him back in the first inning. First pitch on the way in this left-handed showdown is a curveball that stays in tight, ball 1. There's a little debate whether that was an error or a hit, but it was ruled a hit at the field, so that's what we're going to go with. The 1-0 from the southpaw. Fastball spiked in home, ball 2. With that hit, it's, again, the 5th hit for Luke Lockhart this summer. 2 RBIs, 5 strikeouts, and 3 stolen bags for the talented rising junior. The 2-0. Fastball is blown right by Lockhart. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 2-1. Fastball misses away. Ball 3. The Red Team trying to just get base runners. They've had a base run an inning, but haven't been able to produce a runner to third, much less home. The 3-1. Fastball called. Strike 2. Paints the inside part of the plate to the dismay of Lockhart. And it'll be a full count here in the first batter of the top of the 4th. The payoff from Smoke. Fastball slowly tapped back to the mound. It gets by Smoke. The second baseman Robinson fields it up the middle, but he cannot make the play. It went to the offhand of Smoke. He did not react quick enough. That will most likely be the second hit of the game for Lockhart and the second hit of the game for the 2-1-5's Red Team. It is officially ruled a hit.
First baseman, number 12, Cam Hagan.
Just well placed from Lockhart. Now the speedy shortstop on first for the right-handed first baseman, Cam Higgins. Lockhart has 3 stolen bags this summer. He stole 13 for Dreer this past fall. The southpaw comes home. The first pitch to Higgins is a high chopper to the second baseman. Robinson waits back. The flip to second. Gets away from Smoke. It may have not been in time anyway. We'll see the official ruling, but Higgins at first, Lockhart at second. Nobody gone. Top of the 4th. Some trouble brewing here for the Gold Team. So that one is ruled an error. It looked like Lockhart, with his speed, may have been able to get to second on the high chopper to second because Robinson didn't come in and field it. He fielded it back, which allowed one more hop to get through. As the lights are trying to come onto the field here late. Well, all of a sudden, Smoke, who's had some, getting in a little more trouble now. He's been breezing through his first time and a couple batters through the order. His first 11, he didn't have much trouble with. Has walked one, hit one, and allowed 2 hits. But now all of a sudden, runners out first and second. Nobody gone. Top of the 4th here for Mac Huey. Left on left as the lights are going to start coming on here at Falcon Field. Sun going down. First pitch to Huey. Curveball called. Strike 1 in the inside part of the plate. Middle infield playing back. Corners on the grass except Williams, who's now going back to third. That throw back into second gets into center field, but Lockhart does not budge. Luke Smoke, the shortstop, went right behind Lockhart to try to field that ball, but got through his glove and into center field. Good backup from Boyd, keeping Lockhart at bay. So Huey, who struck out looking his first go-around, he'll await the 0-1 with nobody gone. Smoke fires the pitch. High heat misses upstairs. Ball 1. Senior team still trailing 4-1 as we're awaiting the 1-1 here. Now the southpaw fires the 1-1 breaking ball, slotted in right to the heart of the plate. Called strike 2. Count moves to 1-2 here against Huey. The 1-2. That one's bounced over to the right side and will go foul. Both Dreer kids have to go back to their bags. And Huey at the dish, now only just 0 for 1. That's because he's walked twice and been hit by a pitch, so technically not his fault, but his on-base percentage, .750. So technically a 0 batting average, .750 on-base percentage. Baseball, just how it works, of course. The 1-2 from Smoke. Fastball misses a touch away, ball 2. Discipline take from Huey. That one only missed by a hair. So the count is 2-2, runners at first and second here in the top of the 4th for the 2-1-5's red team. Smoke, the southpaw, wheels and deals, showing bunt as Huey. It's a ball spiked for O'Neal, so the double steal works without a throw. Both runners move into scoring position. Count is now full here to Huey. To be a bunt and steal instead. Everything works. 3-2 the count. First base is open for the left-hander. Smoke fires the fastball. Misses outside, ball 4. Some discipline takes from Huey will load the bases with nobody gone here in the top of the 4th. So a single, an infield single at that. An error on the second baseman, and now a walk have loaded them up with nobody gone for Campbell Conley. Before we get there, though, a mound visit here for Jacob Smoke, who was rolling here through his first 3 innings. All of a sudden, he's hit a speed bump. Well, mound visit here. We'll be right back at Falcon Field. 6-0 lead for the gold team, but the red team threatening for the first time all game. After the mound visit, Jacob Smoke will stay out there. He looks at a loaded base pass with nobody gone here in the top of the fourth, and it's Campbell Conley trying to produce here for the 2-1-5's red team. Corners in, middle infield back, surrendering a run for a double play. They'll take the exchange with a 6-0 lead. Southpaw v. Southpaw, the first pitch is a heater that misses up around the eyes. It's ball one. Campbell Conley, I'm getting Cowling and Conley mixed up. The rising junior for Hammond, now 2 for 6 on the summer with 4 walks. He's ahead 1-0 with some action over there in the gold bullpen. The pitch on the way home. Curveball misses inside, ball 2. So getting warm. It'll be number 17 for the gold team. Of course, if you're just joining me on the stream for the first time, I can see the left dugout very clearly, the right one for the bullpen. Not as fun for me. That's Ben Pierce who's warming up. The 2-0 on the way. Fastball called, strike one to the outside edge. Big time pitch from Smoke, gets him back in the AB. Good crowd here tonight in this 2-1-5 AAA matchup. Got some lacrosse that Jeff is coaching on the right of me. The 2-1 on the way. Fastball low in the zone for strike number 2. Conley held the bat back, and now he's got an even count here. The 2-2. Fastball is popped foul. Conley spoils a nice heater to stay alive. Smoke exhales and delivers the 2-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. Beautiful curveball for his 6th punch out of the game is good for out number 1 here in the 4th. Well, Smoke, who's used the fastball effectively all evening, goes to the curve there to strike out Conley. There's now 1 away for Colton Cowling here. Bases still juiced, 1 out. Both Williams and Harwell, the corner infielders, staying in on the grass. The middle infielder staying back. Outfield pretty much straight away for the right-handed hitter. The southpaw wheels and deals. The first pitch is lined to the right side, but it will hook foul in a hurry. Looked like Cowling was behind the heater, and he just missed some extra base fun that would have potentially scored all 3. You've got a speedster over at first in Huey. Low and 1. That pitch stays away in the left-handed box. 1-1. So you got Huey on first, Hagens at second, Lockard at third. 6-0 lead for the gold team here in the top of the 4th, but the red is threatening, trying to strike back and get some runs on the board. Time not granted to Cowling. The 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. Low in the zone for strike 2. Oh, it may have been a changeup from Smoke, even fooling me. That's how good of a pitch it was. Pierce still warming up for the gold team. He's in the pen. The 1-2. Fastball up and away, no doubt about that. That was the heater. Count moves to 2-2. So it'll be a big-time strikeout for Smoke. It'll put 2 away here in the inning and gives the gold team a path out of the 4th. With no damage, I might add. The 2-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. O'Neal able to stay in front of it, though, and keep every single runner at their base pass. It will be ball 3, and now the count works full here. So 3-2, 1 gone, bases juiced, top 4. Red team trying to cut into this 6-0 deficit. Smoke. Size comes home, the pitch. A high chopper to the first baseman, over the head of Harwell into right field. That will score at least 1. Lockard comes home from third. Hagens getting the windmill around third. The relay throw is not made. 2 RBI single from Colton Cowling. And the red team has cut into leads. A 6-2 lead now for the gold. Cowling with a 2 RBI single into right. He plates Hagens from second, Lockard from third. Huey goes from first to third. So now there's runners at the corners with 1 gone here for the catcher, Jack Long. Red team is finally broken through, now looking to potentially get some more out of it. Before we get there, though, a pickoff back to first. Runner breaks from third to home. The throw into home is not in time. Sliding under the tag is Huey. The lead has been cut in half. It's 6-3. All of a sudden, this game went from a 6-0 deficit, 6-3 in the blink of an eye. The pickoff back at first from Smoke was half-heartedly thrown, and a great read from the third base runner, Huey. He slid under the tag from Harlow to O'Neill, so now a runner on first, one gone. 6-3 lead for the Gold team, and it's Jack Long digging in, left on right. The first pitch, fastball called, strike one from Smoke. Pitch hit the outer third. May have been his fastest pitch of the evening. Lights come on here at Falcon Field. Sun is going down over the horizon. The southpaw breathes and fires home the 0-1. Curveball misses wide, ball one. It's always fun watching a left-handed pitcher. It felt like Smoke was staring down the runner at first all the way until he released the ball home. Making sure Cowling doesn't break for second. The 1-1. Sped a heater by him on the outside edge. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss there from Long. So 9-hole Clary up on deck, then after him the leadoff. Before we get there, though, pick off to first, and not in time. Cowling slides back in. Cowling has 4 stolen bags this summer. He's been thrown out once. He has just delivered a 2 RBI single for his 3rd RBI of the summer. The 1-2. Smoke, strike 3 looking. Long watched the fastball hit the outside part of the zone. There's 2 away. That's now the 7th strikeout for Smoke here in this game, 2nd of the 4th, but he's got to get through one more batter. Ben Clary up for the 2nd time. As Long watches his 2nd strikeout go by. Clary walked his first go around. Left on left, 2 away. Smoke kicks and deals the pitch. Swung through an inside heater. It's 0-1. It's a good cut from Clary. Better location there for the southpaw on the hill. Smoke trying to get through the 4th, line himself up for a win this summer. The 0-1. Heater upstairs. Ball 1. As you can probably hear, the animals, or I guess insects of the forest here in Forest Acres, starting to make their voices heard on a beautiful summer evening. The 1-1. A fastball spiked into the dirt, gets away from O'Neill. A great read from Cowling gets him to second without a throw. He'll stand. The second that ball hit the dirt, Cowling broke from first. He puts a runner in scoring position now for Clary. 2-1 count, 2 away. Top of the 4th for the red team. Have already plated 3. Looking for some more. The 2-1 to Clary. Swung through, sped a fastball right down Broadway, right by him. It's 2-2. However, Clary stays in the box. Now he takes a step out to reassess. Trying to get on base yet again. He walked his first go around, trying to do the same thing, maybe a hit for Riggs. The 2-2. Fastball is spiked into O'Neill, gets between the legs. That will allow Cowling to get to third without a throw. Back-to-back wild pitches, puts a runner at third. The count is now full here for the 9-hole Clary. Smoke has walked a pair. He struck out 7. Allowed 3 hits, and 3 runs have come across this inning. He's trying to labor through the 4th. The southpaw will come home. The payoff. Fastball, low, ball 4. Discipline take from Clary. His 2nd walk of the night puts runners at the corners now with 2 away. And this will be another mound visit here for the Gold team. It may be all for Smoke. Some discipline takes there from Clary. A fastball that just missed a hair low, and that'll be all for Jacob Smoke. A great night for him. We'll turn to the bullpen now for the Gold team, who lead at 6-3 still, but the tying run will come to the plate, and a new pitcher comes on for the Gold. We will come back right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back to Falcon Field. Alex Ross with you live on Definite Fiction. It's a AAA showdown between the red and the gold teams. It was all going early, but all of a sudden the red team have clicked and put across 3 runners here in the top of the 4th, and the tying runner, Riggs Scott, comes up to the plate. Righty on righty, Ben Pierce throws a first pitch changeup, called strike 1 here as a new pitcher taking over for Jacob Smoke. Well, Clary just drew a full count walk to put himself on first. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. Top of the 4th, 6-3 lead for the gold team as Ben Pierce, the rising senior, fires. The off-speed stays away, 1-1. Well, Pierce making his 3rd appearance this summer for the gold team. He's given up 1 earned run and 4 2/3 of an inning. He's trying to get 1 out here to send the gold team back to the plate, where they've scored a run in all 3 innings so far. The 1-1 is lined in the left center field. Coming on is Eckert. He dives. It makes the play in the left center gap. No, it says he hit the ground. Never mind. That will allow Riggs Scott to go to second. Clary goes to third, and RBI's double for Riggs Scott. It's now 6-4. I thought Eckert gloved it. It must have just touched down in left center field. And Riggs, with his speed, will get this all the way to second. Well struck. Almost a phenomenal play in left center field. And now we're going to need an explanation here. That one, you know, from all behind home plate looked good for me, but unfortunately the umpire has a much better view than I do. As it stands right now, 6-4 lead here for the red team, for the gold team. However, runners at second and third, and it will stay that way. So Riggs Scott produces RBI single. The tying runs on the base path now for Brennan Fudger, the 9-man up in the inning. He ended last inning with a ground out to the second baseman, right on right. Pierce comes home, the curveball. Called strike 1, low in the zone. So again, 6-4 lead here, 0-1 count, 2 gone. Tying runner at second, another runner at third here for the red team, trying to strike back. The 0-1 curveball is behind Fudger. Great job from O'Neal to slide and keep it in front of him. Clary has to stay there. Well, of course, Clary at third, Scott at second. Fudger at the dish. If it gets that far, the 10th man of the inning will be the man who led off this rally, Luke Lockard, with an infield single. 1-1 the count. The right-hander fires. Fastball wide, ball 2. Pierce, the rising senior for Spring Valley, made 5 appearances for the Vikings this past season. 3 earned runs over 13 2/3 innings. That run that was just scored for the red team is not charged. The 2-1. Change up low in the zone, called strike 2 against the right-handed Fudger. So deuce is wild, 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. 2-run lead for the gold team, trying to get them back into the dugout. Pierce fires. The 2-2 is slowly tapped over to the second baseman. Robinson goes to a knee, fields it, throws it to first, and retires the side. However, the red team with a fire inside, plate 4 in the top of the 4th to cut the lead down to 2. It's a 6-4 lead. We come back. Welcome back to Falcon Field. The gold team was ahead 6-0 going into the fourth, but all of a sudden the red team played 4 and cut the lead down to 2. Wilkins Johnson's day is done. It's Hank Gaines in there for the 2-1-5's red team. Gaines making his 3rd appearance so far this summer. Giving up 4 earned runs over 5 2/3 innings. One of those games was against the gold team. Right on left, it's Asher Robinson leading off. The southpaw watches the breaking ball stay in tight. Ball 1. A rising junior for AC Flora. Kicks and deals, the 1-0. That ball is lifted into left field. Conley ranging back. He's got a read. He'll make the one-handed grab in deep left field for out number 1. Robinson retired for the first time tonight. He had been hit by a pitch and singled in his 2 plate appearances. He flies out to left, and there's 1 away. Well, due up, it's 2-3-4 here for the Gold, who's trying to get some more runners back after they surrendered 4 in the top half of the frame. It's Cedric O'Neill up, who's reached base twice, right on right. Gaines deals the first pitch. Fastball up and away, ball 1. O'Neill reached on a fielder's choice to the shortstop his last go-around, rescored 1 run. He's also been hit by a pitch this evening. The 1-0. Swung through and missed. Changeup right down the middle, 1-1. It's my favorite part of the day. Lights come on, sun goes down. Nice breeze blowing in here in Forest Acres. The 1-1 from the righty. Curveball called, strike 2. Paints the outside part of the zone. The 1-2 from Gaines. Swung on and missed. Fastball up around the letters. It's good for out number 2 here in the fourth. So 2 batters, 2 outs for Gaines. And now it's Jacob Smoke, the starting pitcher for the Gold team, will step into the right-handed box against the right-handed pitcher. 2 gone, bottom 4. The pitch from Gaines. Curveball misses wide, ball 1. Disciplined take there from Smoke. That ball looked like it's a start right down the middle and then dipped out late. Well, Gaines on the hill looking for a good outing here. He went an inning and a 2/3 his first go-around against the Gold team. It's the 1-0 on the way. The curveball's grounded through the left side of the infield into left for a base hit. Smoke, with his 2nd hit of the day, gets a 2-out base runner aboard for the Gold team.
Right fielder number 9, Andrew Kirby.
So as I said, Gaines went an inning and 2/3, gave up 3 earned runs last time against the Gold team. He's looking to strike back here. Is now the DH, Jacob Smoke, at first. It's the left-handed Andrew Kirby up for the 3rd time this game. Before we get there, though, a strong pickoff move back to first. Laser, that's gloved by Higgins, but not in time to grab Smoke. So runner on first, 2 away here, bottom 4. 6-4 lead for the Gold team. Kirby, who's been hit by a pitch and struck out, awaits. The first pitch from Gaines is a fastball catching the outside part of the zone, strike 1. Kirby, the rising senior for Spring Valley, hit .232 this past spring, 13 RBIs. Smoke on first, has to dive back in as Gaines with another strong pickoff move. Smoke has 2 stolen bags so far this summer. We'll see if he tries for another here against the red team. Try to continue their run every inning trend. The 0-1. Fastball up around the letters. Ball 1. The 1-1 from Gaines. That one shot down the left field line, but it goes foul. It'll be 1-2. Kirby was smelling an extra base double, maybe RBI to bring around Smoke. Instead, it'll be a 1-2 count. So the red team, after plating 4 in the top half of the inning, looking to strike. 6-4 lead for the Gold team, who's trying to add to their 2-run advantage. 1-2 count here to Kirby, 2 away. Bottom of the 4th in this Richland 2-1-5 AAA showdown. Their 2nd game of the season. The 1-2, runner goes, the pitch, low for ball 2, gets away from long, not too far, but enough that it makes no throw for Smoke. Count now moves to 2-2, runner in scoring position for the Gold team. However, before we get there, the catcher Long will get up out of his stance and run and talk to Gaines. Gaines playing this past season for AC Flora's JV team with a 1.08 ERA over 5 appearances. Looking to try to get out of the frame right here for the red team, get their bats back up. 2-2. That ball is lined softly the other way and will go foul into the forestry on the left side of the field. It'll stay 2-2 here to Kirby. Center fielder Scott offsetting Kirby a little left now after he shot one the other way. The 2-2. Breaking ball that stays up around the letters. It's ball 3, and now a full count will be incoming to Kirby. If it gets that far, Tucker Harwell waiting on deck, and then Jonathan Eckert after him. Gold team have scored a runner in every inning. They've got a runner on second trying to continue the trend. The payoff on the way. That one's chopped over to the shortstop. Waiting back is Lockhart on the hop. The strong throw to first is in time for out number 3. Gaines works a scoreless bottom of the 4th and keeps the 2-run deficit intact. It's 6-4. We're past the halfway point. We'll be right back with you on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. A 6-4 lead to the Gold team runs us to the top of the 5th. Ben Pierce back on the hill. He'll get a now Luke Lockhart, who leads off for the second straight inning. The left-hander watches a pitch stay away. Ball 1. 1-0 we go here to begin the top of the 5th. It's 3, 4, and 5 yet again here for the red team. Now 1-0-1 is hot shot down the first base line, but foul. It'll be 1-1, excuse me. Well, the red team batted around, plated 4 runs in the top half of the frame. Jacob Smoke's day is officially done. 3 2/3 of an inning, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts. The 0-1. That pitch inside and hits Lockhart on the thigh. Looked like a slider. So Lockhart will reach base for the now 3rd time tonight. He's singled twice and now is hit by a pitch from Pierce. Well, my recap went out the window. Smoke struck out 7. He walked 3 and hit 1. Pierce now has allowed 1 hit and 1 hit by pitch. He did not have any of those earned runs last inning count towards his record, but Lockhart may be the first. Well, right on right, the speedy Luke Lockhart at first. He's already stolen a bag. Before we get there, of course, Pierce making note of that, picks him off at first. Well, tries to. Lockhart, not an easy man to pick off, slides back in safely. Well, it's Higgins who reached on the air his last go-around. 0 for 2 with a strikeout as well. Pierce fires. The first pitch is foul tipped right back into the catcher. A slider. It's 0-1. Hagen's now 3 for 12 this summer. His number is 2 RBIs. If Lockard can get into scoring position, he can maybe score from anywhere and potentially bring home a run that will cut the lead down to 1. Gold-red showdown here at Falcon Field. Pickoff to first. Great pickoff move from Pierce. Just not in time to get Lockard. Harwell had that ball exactly where he needed to put the tag on, but instead, Lockard able to slide around safely. Senior team still trailing 4-1 on the road. They'll be back here tomorrow in the game 4 of the week. The 0-1. Pitch called. Strike 2 on the outside edge. It's 0-2 quickly here against Hagens. The right-hander throws another pickoff move. His third good one of the game, but Lockard has gotten back all 3 times. You see, he's getting a pretty big lead, but not enough of a lead to get too far away that he can't slide back in. Smart player for the Blue Devil. The 0-2. Fastball stays wide. Ball 1. 2-1-5 on the road, threatening. Tying run at the plate. Runners at second and third for Thatcher Boffman. Of course, the senior team is what everyone here is striving for maybe next year. Lockard goes, the 1-2 pitch. Called ball 2, the throw on a second is not in time. Throws on a hop. Lockard swipes his second bag of the evening. Good take from Hagens. That pitch looked almost like a strike till the very end. Lockard got a good jump. The throw from O'Neill was on a hop into second. So the count is 2-2, nobody gone. Runner on second, trailing by 2 is the 2-1-5 red team. 6-4 lead for the Gold. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out with the high heat. And there's now 1 away here in the 5th. Hagens gets sat down on strikes for the second time this evening. It's now Mac Huey up for the 3rd time. He was looking for his first hit this summer. He's 0 for 1 with an .800 on-base percentage. He's walked and struck out this evening. Right on left, the first pitch changeup is called. Strike 1 on the outside edge. The right-hander deals the 0-1. Fastball misses a tad low. Ball 1. Not in the basement, but just down the stairs. Tying run on the base, tying run at the plate, for the red team. The 1-1. Swung through. A breaking ball low in the zone. It's 1-2. So tying run at the plate. A run to cut the lead in half over at second and Luke Lockard, who has the legs to get home from any ball that reaches the outfield grass. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs. Good eye from Huey. It's 2-2. Well, after Huey, it's Conley and then Cowling due up for the 2-1-5 red. Of course, if it gets that far. The 2-2. Fastball is spiked. O'Neill puts a glove into it, forcing Lockard to retreat back to second. It'll be a full count pitch with 1 gone here for the 2-1-5 Gold team. Thatcher Boffman delivered for the senior team. Lead cut in half, 4-2 lead for Lexington. The 3-2 pitch, call, strike 3 on the outside edge. Froze him on ice with the curveball. Now there's 2 away after back-to-back Ks for Pierce. A tough pitch for Huey to take. Just caught the outside corner. Now there's 2 away for Campbell Conley. Southpaw digs into the plate. The right-hander on the bump fires. The first pitch changeup stays wide. Ball 1. Well, Conley has reached base once off a hit by pitch. He's been picked off, and he's also struck out swinging. The rising junior for the Skyhawks trying to deliver here with a runner on second and 2 away in the top of the 5th. Pierce fires. The pitch. Call, strike 1. Changeup on the outside edge. Pushes the counts to 1s. The rising junior hit .240 with 8 RBIs on the JV team for Hammond this past season. looking to deliver here, the 1-1. Fastball stays a touch away, ball 2. Senior team strikes yet again. Looks like a double steal for the 2-1-5 team. Puts a runner at third, 1-run deficit over in Lexington. They'll be back here tomorrow. Here at Falcon Field, though, Pierce will step off and look back Lockhart at second. Lockhart stole second back when Hagens was up. Hagen struck out swinging. Huey struck out looking. And now Pierce trying to strand Lockhart at second. 2-1 count. The right-hander fires and gets a big time swing and a miss through an inside changeup. It's 2s. Looked like Conley almost came out of his shoes. Instead, he'll get back into the left-handed box. The right-hander fires the 2-2 fastball, catches the dirt. Nice glove from O'Neal, but another payoff pitch coming here in the 5th. 3-2, 2 gone, runner at second here for the red team. They trail 6-4 as the goal, trying to get out of the frame and get their bats back up. Before we do a payoff, though, Pierce will step back and look at Lockhart at second. Lockhart making his voice, I guess, heard even without talking, just dancing off second. As the payoff on the way, Lockhart goes the pitch, called ball 4. The throw into third is in time. Is the tag in time? Yes, it is. Lockhart with an aggressive steal ends the frame on the base pass, and that will retire the side. So even though Conley walks, it's a caught steal third to end the frame. So the 2-1-5 goal, keeping the lead 6-4, and we come back here at Definite Fiction. Welcome back to Falcon Field. It's a 6-4 lead for the gold team going to the bottom of the 5th. It was ball 4 to Conley that missed away. However, Lockhart with an aggressive steal gets thrown out trying to go to third, and that ends the frame on the base pass, a base running blunder you never want to happen. We'll now do up for the gold team. It's 6, 7, 8, Harwell, Eckert, and Smoke. It'll be Hank Gaines back on the hill, who had a very solid inning last time up. Got 3 outs off of 4 batters, only surrendering a 2-out single. So the left-handed first baseman Tucker Harwell digs in. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. The right-handed Gaines kicks and deals the first pitch, is popped foul right behind home plate. It's 0-1. Long pause, now Gaines will wind and deal, the 0-1. Breaking ball, that's lined to the other way into left field. That will drop for a base knock. Tucker Harwell with his second hit of the summer leads off the gold team here in the 5th. So with Harwell now reaching first, every player on the gold team except Luke Smoke has reached base here tonight. You'll have a chance to do so after Jonathan Eckert comes up. Right on right, runner at first. Nobody gone, bottom 5. Gaines out of the stretch, comes home. The first pitch, fastball misses low. Ball 1, excuse me. Seems like my voice kind of got caught a little bit. Well, Eckert reached the unconventional way, an error on the right fielder. He's also lined out to the first baseman, which was very hard hit, just caught by Higgins. So technically 0 for 2 tonight, but he's had some well-placed balls. Well, well-placed hits, I guess. You get the idea. Before we get there, though, Gaines will step off and reassess. Over at first, Harwell does not have a stolen base so far this summer. We'll see if he tries to get himself into scoring position with a 2-run advantage for the Gold team. He does go, the 1-0. Called strike 1, thrown to the second. Is not in time. Harwell slides under the tag. His first stolen bag of the summer, as the changeup was right down the middle against Eckert. Count moves to 1 and run. Runner moves to scoring position here with nobody gone in the bottom of the 5th. Well, the Gold team plated runners in their first 3 innings up at the plate. They were unable to do so successfully last inning, now trying to get back on that trend. They have a runner on second with a 2-run advantage. Gaines. Pates pauses and waits, now comes home. The fastball misses a touch low, ball 2. Pates patiently waits. I can add that to my repertoire. That's honestly not a bad thing to do, just, you know, made to explain it every single time I come on the mic, which probably isn't fun for me, but hey, making new words up is fun. The 2-1 from Gaines. That fastball misses low, catches a little dirt as well. 3-1 we go. Well, again, Luke Smoke due up after Eckert, and then Roland Boyd in the hole before the lineup will turn over. There is some action over there. Roland Boyd's working in the bullpen for the Gold team. The 3-1 from Gaines. Change-up called, strike 2. Paints the inside part of the plate in red. And now the count runs full, 3-2, nobody gone, runner at second. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the Gold team up by 2, looking to add to their 6-4 lead. Gaines comes set. Heel kick and deal the payoff. Fastball up and in, ball 4. Disciplined take from Eckert, puts runners now at first and second with nobody gone.
Shortstop, number 14, Luke Smoke.
Well, Luke Smoke, the rising freshman, has grounded out to the second baseman and the shortstop so far this evening. He has a chance to balloon the 2-1-5's Gold team back up. They led by as many as 6. They only lead by 2 right now, but the whole infield will come in now, talking to Gaines for the red team. Maybe time for Gaines to go back to the dugout as there looks to be a pitching change here for the red team. Gold have runners at first and second looking to add to the lead. Pitching change for red when we come back right here on Definite Fiction. Never mind, there's not a pitching change quite yet. It looks to be Brendan Fudger is going potentially. I think Fudger's behind the dish now. Hold up, got to figure out where everything went. Either way, it was a positional change rather for the red team. So Fudger behind the dish. I think I missed that a while ago. So shout out me for paying attention, eh? I think Jack Long just went off. I'm believe I saw, if I can find my phone, usually Game Changer is very helpful in these situations for me, but I have seemed to make it fall and not be found. Some surprising stuff by me. I still find myself amazed by how much I misplace things every day. All right, there we go. So Gaines will stay on, try to continue what has been, well, it was a good first inning. However, he's in some trouble now. Right on left. First pitch from Smoke is a bunted down the third base line. Going to be a tough play from the third baseman. He fields it. The high throw is not in time all the way to the backstop. And that will at least score one. Coming around from second and scoring is Harwell. Eckert gets to third. And now Smoke reaches first for the first time today. Well, the Gold team all of a sudden now leading it by 3. It's a 7-4 game. I thought Jack Long went off. I have to see who they changed at third. Yes, it is. It's Sawyer Cannon now at third. So it was Cannon who made the unfortunate error. And now looks to be a pitch hitter for the Gold team. It's the part of the order that gets really fun for me. So run does score unearned against Gaines. Right on right. Before we get there, though, a big-time lead from Smoke, who now will retreat back to the bag. It'll be Roland Boyd. Or, oh, it will be Roland Boyd staying in there. I swore it was a pitch hitter. Maybe I'm just not remembering things. Well, first pitch right on right is popped into the air, straight foul, and it is a pitch hitter. Okay. I just haven't updated on Game Changer. It's Devin Dixon pitch hitting for Roland Boyd here in the 5th. I thought I was going crazy for a second. I was like, please don't do that to me, but I figured it out. So right on right, it's Devin Dixon up at the plate, who's looking for his first hit of the summer. Runner on first goes, the pitch, curveball, called strike 2. Throwing it seconds high, not in time. Locker tries to throw back to home, and it hits the runner coming home. It'll bounce all the way to the backstop, allowing Smoke to go to third. Eckert comes home on the steal. It's now 8-4 in favor of Gold. So a successful steal of home, I believe, that's what it's ruled on. Smoke goes to third. The pitch was called strike 2, so it's 0-2 now against Dixon. Or 0-1, I believe. Again, I'm going crazy over here if you can't tell. 8-4 lead for the Gold team. Count is, I think, 0-2, actually, so I was right. The 0-2 pitch misses wide. It's ball 1. Well, the Gold team now back up to a 4-run lead. They led by as many as 6 and as short as 2. It's now 1-2 on the 9-hole. Devin Dixon. Gaines fires the pitch. Swung through and missed. High cheese. It's good for the first strikeout here of the 5th and out number 1 at that. The second batter, Gaines retired, and now it's Jackson Williams up for the 4th time today. Williams has fouled out to the third baseman back in the 3rd. He's also reshot in the air and a drop third strike. Runner on third, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Gaines fires right on right. Fastball stays wide, ball 1. I will say on the strikeout, that was Williams' first strikeout of the summer. He's walked 5 times, and if you ask him, he's walked 6, because he thought that was ball 4 that he reached on back in the opening bottom of the 1st. The 1-0, that one's weakly grounded over to the left side. The shortstop Lockhart has to charge it, makes the throw to first, and it's way high on a line, hits the dugout. Luckily for him, it's off the cage. A run would score no matter what, so it's now a 9-4 lead with a runner on first, still only 1 out. I don't think that was I think that was going to be a hit either way. It was a slowly rolled ball to short. Lockhart had to make an exceptional play. Runner does score the 3rd of the inning. 5-run lead for the Gold team as Asher Robinson steps back in. Left-hander steps into the box. Gaines kicks and deals. The first pitch is popped into the air left side in the left center field. The center fielder, Scott, has a read, makes the two-handed grab for the 2nd out of the inning. So Robinson sees one pitch and is retiring for the second time tonight. There's now 2 away for the 3-hole Cedric O'Neill. O'Neill has been hit by a pitch, reached on a fielder's choice, and struck out swinging thus far this evening. Right on right, 2 away, runner at first. Williams does have some speed, he doesn't go. The first pitch on the way is flown to the right field side, going down the line, and it will hook and go out of play, foul. It'll be 0-1. So the Gold team have scored a run in 4 of 5 innings. They now lead it 9-4 after the 2-1-5's Red team cut it to 2 in the top half of the 4th. We're in the bottom of the 5th with 2 innings to go. 6 outs for the Red team to play with. The 0-1. That fastball is grounded over to the right side of the infield. Clary, the second baseman, boots it and can't field it cleanly. Williams trying to take third and he clearly still can't pick it up. So Williams gets to third. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Clary. O'Neill reaches for the 3rd time today. And now there's runners at the corners with 2 away. It was well hit to the right side. Cleary had to slide all the way over in the hole. Would have been a tough play either way, but couldn't do it. So after Hughes will potentially go into the game, it'll be Burt Muller pitch running for O'Neill. Muller was up at the plate when the game got delayed yesterday. Now he's on the base pass. He's on first. You have Williams at third for the DH, Jacob Smoke. Muller goes first pitch. The fastball called, strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. No throw as Fudger fakes it. He'll just deliver it back to the pitcher. A successful stolen bag for Muller. That is his first of the summer. Now 2 runners in scoring position. 0-1 the count to Smoke. Right on right. 2 away. The 0-1 from Gaines. Fastball low in the zone, strike 2. Smoke has reached twice tonight. He's been struck out once, an RBI double back in the 2nd, and a single with a stolen bag in the 4th. Looking to add to their 5-run advantage and tack on 2 more RBIs is Smoke. The 0-2. The curveball in the dirt gets away from Fudger. A late break from Williams. Fudger will not be able to grab it in time. So a wild pitch / pass ball will now score the 4th run of the inning, get the lead back up to 6 for the Gold team. Muller was able to get to third on the wild pitch. So the count is 1-2, 2 gone. Bottom of the 5th, 10-4 lead for the Gold team. They balloon that lead back up to its largest it's been, 6. The 1-2 to Smoke. He flies that one to the shallow right center field. Coming on is the center fielder, Scott. He's got to read and makes a diving play behind them. No, it falls late. Scott almost had it, but it came out of the glove as he went to the turf. And another run will come home. They're going to rule that a hit. Muller scores, making it now an 11-4 lead. Scott had it, but then when he aimed to the ground, it came out of his glove. Hard for me to see from where I'm behind home plate. It is a single for Smoke. His 3rd hit of the night now as the left-handed Andrew Kirby steps in. He flies that one the other way as Smoke takes off to second. He'll have to go all the way back, though, after that one's fouled straight into the forestry, out of play. So 5 runs have come across this inning. If my baseball knowledge is correct, I believe they're all unearned. Right on left, 2 away. Gaines kicks and deals. Smoke goes again. The pitch is high. Ball 1. However, there's no throw. Smoke steals his 2nd bag of the evening. So I guess my baseball logic was not almost all right. There was 1 earned run over the 5 that came across against Gaines. Only 2 of the Gold's 11 runs have been earned against Red pitchers here this evening. The 1-1 from Gaines is a fastball that's chopped slowly to the left side of the infield. The shortstop Lockhart's got it. The strong throw to first is in time to retire this side. However, the Gold team bats around and plates 5. They lead it by 7, 11-4, going to the top of the 6th. return here to Forest Acres, South Carolina in Lexington. The senior team was down 9-3 after Lexington put across 5 in the bottom of the 6th to take that game. Fortunately, Sam McCutcheon was awarded the loss after only allowing 2 earned runs. Dalton Taylor the win after allowing 1. Well, it's right on right here. Ben Pierce comes back to the hill. He gets the bottom of the order, and first pitch is low and away. Fastball, ball 1 to Colton Cowling. Well, Cowling wishes he got up last inning. There actually was an inning out on the base pass as the 0-1's fired home. It's popped into shallow right center field. Going back as a second baseman, but the right fielder Kirby calls him off and makes the one-handed grab for out number 1. Well, 2 pitches, 1 out for Pierce, who picked up smoke back in the 4th. He got 1 out after 1 run came across. However, last inning he got into some trouble. Would have had first and second with 2 outs. Instead, Lockhart tried to take third on the called ball 4 and got thrown out by Cedric O'Neill. So now 1 away, right on right. Jack Long, first pitch high and inside, ball 1. And actually, that's not Long. That is a pitch hitter that I did not write in because of the score sheet. I believe that is Sawyer Cannon who came in to play third. Yes, it is. Right on right. Pitch comes home. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball on the inside edge. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball misses away. Ball 2. Well, Cannon yesterday went 0 for 1 with a walk. It was his summer debut here for the 2-1-5 red team. The rising junior is mostly a pitcher for Flora's JV team. 2-1 on the way. Changeup swung through. It's strike numero 2. An 11-4 lead for the Gold team. They played at 5 in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-2. Fastball wide. Ball 3. The Gold team played at 5 in the 5th to balloon that 2-run advantage up to 7. The payoff. That ball is softly lined into right center field. Coming on is the right fielder Kirby. He's got a read and makes the one-handed grab for out number 2. Great jump from Kirby, the right fielder. Ran that one down in the gap as that soft liner hung up in the air a little longer than Cannon would have liked. There's now 2 away. Well, Ben Clary back up for the 3rd time today. He's walked not once, but twice. He'll look to try to get something going for the red team with 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Pierce kicks and deals the first pitch. Change up and away, ball 1. The 1-0. Clary shows bunt. He pulls it back as the changeup misses upstairs, ball 2. Well, Smoke is in line for his first win of the summer. The starting pitcher for the Gold team, the 2-0. Change up wide, ball 3. That one may have been the heater. And Clary way ahead of the right-handed pitcher. And there's some action over there in the bullpen as the 3-0 misses high. A 4-pitch walk to Clary, the 9-hole. His 3rd walk of the evening. Now we'll put a runner on first with 2 away here in the top of the 6th. For the top of the order in Riggs Scott.
Center fielder number 2, Rick Scott.
Well, as I mentioned without finishing my sentence because I was rudely interrupted by ball 4, it is Parker Connolly who's getting warm over there in the Gold bullpen. Ben Pierce, though, has delivered some very big outs here in relief. Before we get to a pitch, though, to the top of the order, it's a pickoff back at first. Clary smartly looks up. Hartwell tried to fake the throw over, but Clary kind of just glanced up, said, "Yeah, you got the ball. I'm not moving." Well, right on right, 2 away. Middle infield playing up the middle against the right-handed Riggs, who grounds that one through the left side, through the hole. Well, no, it's gloved by the shortstop Smoke. The long throw to first is way late. The Rainbow on target, but had no chance to get Riggs. An infield single for the leadoff man in the order. And now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Well, it would have been a Jeter-esque play from Luke Smoke, the shortstop, but Riggs has so much speed, there was almost no chance. So Brennan Fudger now will come back up to the plate. He has to shed the gear after Long started behind the dish. Riggs, that's his 2nd hit of the night, single and a double for him. Fudger's looking for his first. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts to the second baseman, Robinson. 7-run deficit for the red team. They trail 11-4 here in the top of the 6th, but have runners at first and second with 2 gone. Right on right, Pierce fires. Cutter misses wide, ball 1. Not sure what that pitch is. That may be a 2-seam or a cutter. It looks has a little away movement from the right-handed hitters, but either way, it has worked tonight. That one was just off the mark. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Changeup on the outside edge. It's 1-1. Again, Jeff and I will be right back here tomorrow in a senior matchup. Lexington and the 2-1-5 will be playing a rubber match here at Falcon Field tomorrow at 7. The 1-1. That slider-esque cutter moves into the zone on the outside edge. It's 1-2. So Pierce 1 strike away from working now 2 1/3 innings scoreless. Trying to keep the red team at bay. The 1-2. That ball lined back up the middle right at Boyd. The center fielder makes the grab for out number 3. Well, Fudger smoked one right up the middle, but Boyd takes a couple steps in and takes a good hit away. 11-4 lead for the gold team, who need 3 to run rule, walk it off. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. We are back here at Falcon Field for the bottom of the 6th. Of course, as every game that gets close, I do feel obligated to say 10 runs through 5 is the run rule here at high school. That is what is used for American Legion, which means the gold team need to plate 3 if they want to walk it off here in the 6th. Well, Hank Gaines, who's only allowed 1 earned run, even though 5 have come across on his watch, he'll get back onto the hill and try to finish this game out for the red team. After batting around, it's Tucker Harwell leading it off for the 2nd straight inning. Right on left, Gaines delivers. It's a fastball high, ball 1. We are underway in the bottom of the 6th. It's Harwell, Eckert, and Luke Smoke due up here for in the 6th for the gold team. They're ahead 11-4. Winding and dealing is Gaines, the 1-0. Changeup misses around the letters, ball 2. Harwell reached off of a single his last time around. He stole a base and scored a run. He's also grounded into an RBI hit. Well, not hit. Grounded into an out RBI to the first baseman. This is a 2-0, excuse me. Turns to 3-0. Change up high. And then back in the 3rd, he's grounded out to the shortstop. So 1 for 3 with an RBI, stolen base, and a run tonight for Harwell. Not a bad day for the southpaw. The 3-0. Gaines delivers. The fastball crowds Harwell. A 4-pitch leadoff walk to the 6th hole. Eckert will shed the bat of Harwell, and he'll step into the box. Eckert reached base off a walk his last go-around. He's reached off of an error and in line out to the first baseman. So 0 for 2. Right on right, the first pitch to Eckert. Change up called, strike one on the outside edge. Does go off the glove of Fudger, however, not far enough away for Harwell to make a move towards second. And technically that run he scored last inning came home off of a steal, so you can say you stole home. I don't see any problem with it. Gaines delivers the 1-0. Fastball runs in tight. Count moves to 1-1. It was an 0-1 count before that. Technically, the throw was high back into second on the steal of second for, I believe it was Smoke, which didn't allow Eckert to score, so. But he'll take the steal home. The 1-1. Fastball crowds Eckert, 2-1. Well, the winning run technically is represented in the hole right now, Luke Smoke. He has to have Eckert get on, and he has to come around to score. The 2-1 from Gaines. Runner goes. The pitch. Called strike two. Fastball. The throw down a second's not in time. Harwell steals his second bag of the night. It is strike number 2 as it was right down the middle. And the count moves to 2-2. Again, the gold team trying to get back to 500. They're technically 1-2 since their game yesterday is not finished. They got delayed in the top of the 5th. The red team is 3-3 in danger, dropping to 3-4. 2-2 is softly tapped up the middle. The shortstop Lockhart has it on the infield grass, makes the running throw onto first for out number 1. Smart base running from Harwell. He gets to third on the ground out.
The shortstop, number 14, Luke Smoke.
So Eckert retreats back to the dugout for the second time this evening. There's now a one away for the left-handed third baseman, Luke Smoke, excuse me. Their left-handed shortstop, who will be intentionally walked here. How about that? So Smoke will take first off the intentional base balls. Now there's runners at the corners, setting up the double play here for Devin Dixon. Dixon went down swinging off a high fastball his last time around. He replaced Roland Boyd back in the 5th. As Boyd was warming up for a spot to come and pitch. He never did ton the rubber though, at least not yet. Runner goes, the first pitch, change up low in the zone. No, called ball 1. No throw down to second from Fudger, and that allows Smoke to take second off a stolen bag. Looked like it was a strike to me, but I'm just offset to the left. The 1-0. That ball is flown to deep left field, but way foul out of play. Had the launch angle in the distance, just not the right direction. 1-1 the count. Technically, Dixon, I might say, is the winning run here. Runners at second and third. One gone, 1-1 count. 7-run lead for the gold team here in the bottom of the 6th. The right-hander fires. The fastball is slowly tapped to the left side of the infield. The third baseman, Cannon, fields it on the infield grass. The throw into first is in time for out 2. Runner comes home. The pitch gets away from Fudger. So the run will score, and that allows Smoke to go to third. So a ground out to the third baseman. Dixon has an RBI ground out of that. It's good for out number 2. Coming home to score on Harwell. Hagen tried to throw it home. It was just a little wide of Fudger that got into the backstop, so Smoke takes third. There's now 2 away. It's a 12-4 lead for the gold team here in the bottom of the 6th. Well, now Jackson Williams representing the winning run. Could end it with one swing of the bat. 8-run advantage. Runner at third, 2 away, right on right. First pitch to Williams is a fastball wide, ball 1. Williams has reached base 3 times so far this evening. One off of a hit, one off of an error, and one off of a drop third strike. And his only other at bat, he fouled out to the third baseman. Gaines fires the 1-0. That ball is lined in the left field. That will drop for a base knock. Coming home easily is Smoke from third. Williams will take a soft turnaround first as he has an RBI single into left. The winning run is now on the base pass, a 13-4 lead here for the gold team. Asher Robinson looking to finish it out. Right on left, the first pitch is grounded over to the first base side, but foul. It's 0-1. Williams doesn't go, the 0-1. Robinson takes strike 2 called. Curveball breaks into the inside part of the zone. Count now 0-2. Williams goes, the 0-2. Fastball high and away, ball 1. The throw into second's way late. Williams will take his first stolen bag here of the evening. He now moves the winning run over to second. Count is 1-2. That is Williams' second stolen bag of the evening, excuse me. His third of the summer. He did steal one back in the second. It was written in yellow. Couldn't see it as well. It's on me for using yellow, to be fair. The 1-2 to Robinson. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. Again, we'll be right back here tomorrow night. Senior team in Lexington, post 7. The 2-2 from Gaines. Fastball high, ball 3. He's missed pretty far and away in his last 2. Now the count runs full with 2 away. First base is open. Winning run at second for the Gold team, trying to pick up their second win of the summer. The payoff pitch on the way is grounded over to the first baseman. Glove by Higgins, and he'll step on the bag to retire the side. So the Gold team trail by 9, have 3 outs to work with. Would be a very fun rally if they could do it. We'll see if they can when we come back right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Definite Fiction. It's a 13-4 lead for the 215's Gold team. They're smelling their second win of the summer. Hopefully third and fourth will come tomorrow against Hopkins, where they'll be playing at Ben Lippen. Of course, me and Jeff, as I've said multiple times, will be here. The red team will be on the road at Dutch Fork, so hoping to go 3-0 here tomorrow. And it'll be the Gold team trying to finish it off. Parker Connolly dons the bump. The right-hander delivers the first pitch to the southpaw. A curveball wide, ball 1 to Luke Lockard. The 1-0. Fastball, that one's lined through the right side of the infield. That will fall for a base hit. Nice job from Lockard. He reaches base for the 4th time this evening. 3 singles and a hit by pitch. We saw Connolly here in this game earlier this season. He pitched a 1 earned run inning, Gave up 3 hits. The right-hander delivers to the right-hander. Fastball upstairs, ball one. I'm trying to get on a game changer and make sure I'm not missing any other defensive substitutions. It's hard for me to see where I am right here. The 1-0 is popped to the right side in foul ground, giving chase to first baseman Harwell, but he runs out of room. The only change I believe is it's Dixon in center field, but I'm pretty sure that's happened for a while. Seeing in center is not easy for me over here. You know, look at game changer more. The 1-1 to Higgins. Fastball high and inside. Higgins ducks out of the way. It's 2-1. We'll do up. It's Lockhart, Higgins, and Huey. Lockhart, of course, already on first after he has delivered yet another hit, his third of the evening. Higgins trying for his first hit. He struck out twice here this evening and reached on there. The 2-1 is flown deep out to center field, but Dixon played it perfectly. He makes one step back and makes the two-handed grab. There's one away. Well struck from Higgins, just found the glove of Dixon for out number one. It's now Mac Huey up for the fourth time. Huey has walked and struck out twice, as I've mentioned here today. He's now 0 for 2, reaching base 4 times via the unconventional way, so a 0 batting average and a .667 on base percentage for the left-handed DH. Baseball. I'm going to coin that term one day. The right-hander fires. The first pitch is blown by Huey. A fastball for strike one. Middle, it looked like in the zone. Connolly delivers. The 0-1 is sliced foul to the left side. It's quickly 0-2. And again, for those listening in retrospect or later, me and Jeff are on vacation next week, so we will not be here for the Monday or Thursday matchup here for the 215's gold team. Apologies. The 0-2. Breaking ball. That one's lined to the left field, and that will drop for a base hit in front of Eckert. Lockhart will take second, and Huey has his first hit of the summer. He's now 1 for 3 this summer, increasing his on-base percentage to math that I'm not as good at.
The left fielder, number 19, Campbell Conley.
So now Campbell Conley will come up. He's reached base off a walk and a hit by pitch this evening, a struck out looking. Well, swinging, excuse me. Technically, he didn't reach base off a hit by pitch because of reasons. The first pitch is popped into the air, shallow left center field. Dixon has a read and makes the two-handed grab for out number 2. A strong throw to the third is offline, but Williams goes off and gloves it. So technically Conley reached, but did not reach because of the, of course, ending out on the base pass. He flies out to center field, and now there's 2 away for Colton Cowling. The red team down to their final strike, or final out in this game. And Jeff and I will be missing a couple games this upcoming week. Again, he'll be in Garden City. I'll be in Chicago. Not exactly calling distance. Righty on righty, the first pitch bouncing in. That will be gloved, though, by O'Neill behind the dish. It's ball 1 to the pitch hitter, Adrian Davila. Right on right. Connolly fires the pitch. Fastball called, strike one on the outside edge. Count moves to 1-1. Davila transferring to Midlands Middle College this next season. He hit .235 this past season for the Providence Athletic Cub JV team. Pack, if you will. 1-1. Fastball wide, ball 2. Of course, in that .235 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, so the right-hander, rising senior's got some power in that bat. See if he can use it here, the 2-1, and swung through and miss, an inside changeup. And the red team down to their final strike. Connolly looking to finish the job. The 2-2. Fastball runs in tight. It'll be a full count pitch incoming. 3-2, 2 gone. Runners at first and second. They will be in motion here as the goal team trying to finish out. Will be a 13-4 victory. The payoff. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove. Changeup will do it here at Falcon Field.
For the red team in the 7th inning, no runs
So Connolly struck out 1, allowed 2 hits, worked 1 scoreless inning for his 3rd appearance of the season. And now the gold team moves to 2-2 officially. The red team falls to 3-2. Well, it's been a fun season. Well, a fun, not season, I'll be here in a couple weeks, but a fun week here on Definite Fiction for us. And we're going to have one more game for you tomorrow. The senior team in action. Of course, I know both gold and red on the road, so we'll be keeping up with them right here. But be sure to tune in wherever you are for hopefully a series win against Lexington Post 7. That'll do it from me. I'm going to, I guess, start breaking down, see where Jeff is at. He's probably listening somewhere around in the Forest Acres area. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, Alex Ross. As always, it's been a pleasure.